From the land of gold, honey and myrrh, where the Nile River meets the Red Sea, there lived a legendary queen named Makeda. But you probably know her by her other name, the Queen of Sheba. She was known throughout the ancient world for her vast wealth, her exotic adventures, and most of all for her beauty. Men would travel from far and wide just to catch a glimpse of her as she rode through the streets of her capital city in a golden chariot pulled by elephants. But Makeda was more than just a pretty face. She was also one of the smartest and most powerful rulers in history. In fact, it is said that her wisdom was only matched by that of King Solomon, the ruler of Israel. And so it came to pass that King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba became friends and wrote each other letters. And one day it occurred to Makeda that she would like to meet King Solomon in person. So she assembled a massive convoy that has become the stuff of legend, complete with elephants, camels, lions, peacocks, monkeys, and of course, lots and lots of gold. When Solomon heard that his friend was coming to visit, he decided to meet her halfway. He rode out to greet her, and his soldiers were astounded by the sheer number of riches that she brought with her, as well as the beauty of her elephants. And when they finally arrived at Jerusalem, Solomon threw a huge banquet in her honor, and the two rulers spent many happy hours discussing philosophy, religion, and poetry. But after a while, it was time for the Queen of Sheba to return home. And so she and Solomon stood on the city walls and said their goodbyes. And that, my friends, is the end of the story. Well, maybe, maybe not. You see, there are all kinds of stories about the Queen of Sheba, just like there are all kinds of stories about King Solomon. Some say that they had a son together, a great warrior named Menelik I, who went on to become the king of Ethiopia. Others say that Solomon gave his friend a magic ring that allowed her to rule over all of the beasts of the earth, which is why her capital was guarded by lions and elephants. And still others say that the Queen of Sheba was actually an evil sorceress who tried to trick Solomon into marrying her so that she could steal his power. But whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain. The legend of the Queen of Sheba has captured the imaginations of people throughout the ages. In today's story, we told it much like you've heard it before, because this version comes to us from the ancient texts known as the Kebra Nagast, or the Glory of Kings. This epic poem was written in the 14th century and is considered the national epic of Ethiopia. It tells the story of Makeda, who is called the Queen of Sheba, and her son Menelik, who is called the son of Solomon. It's a tale of adventure, romance, and intrigue that has been passed down from generation to generation for centuries. If you enjoyed this episode and would like to hear more stories from history's greatest minds, then be sure to subscribe for new episodes every week. Until next time, my friends, stay curious.